how did the split end up happening?
I thought I was going to kill Ty Norris, but
You don't have to throw anybody under the bus.
oh yeah, I do.
Okay.
Oh yes, I do.
All right.
It was re-sign year. Thought of going back up there. Napa's pretty happy. You know, a lot of the guys, Napa guys, hang out.
Yeah.
Not the two bigwigs who have been.
You've
talking
had
here.
1 year in the Xfinity Series. You won 2 races.
Mm-hmm.
And so
we probably should have won 3 or 4 more.
pretty reasonable
than that.
season. Yeah.
I think so, but
Right.
didn't know what the expectations was. But I had to go re-sign my new contract, I thought. So I got called up to Dale Earnhardt and said, yeah, give me an extension on there. And Ty grabs me and takes me up there, and he said, Dale wants to talk to you. And sit down in the chair right across the street, right across from your dad's office. And he says, you might have to look at your options. I said, what's that? He said, you might have to look at your options. I said, well, I don't have no options. What are we talking about? And he says, well, Napa wants to go a different direction, and you're not going to be the driver. And this time the phone rings. Hello. Yeah, hold on one second. I got to take this phone call. Can you step out? I said, Ty, I said, you're firing me and you're taking a phone call? And Ty says, come on, Horny, come on. And I did the old pissed off at Ty. You knew what was going on. You didn't tell me the whole deal. And I took out I didn't even go down the elevator. I ran down the stairs, jumped in that truck, and I did a big old burnout and got up halfway and stopped and looked at the shop. I said, hey, honey, I called my wife. I said, I think I got fired. I got Dale's truck. Do I take the truck back or do I go home? He said, well, go home, cool off. Well, the time I got home, your dad called and said, hey, that was Mike Helton. I didn't mean to blow you off that way. Just calm down. Come see me tomorrow morning. So he went and seen him the next morning. He says, hey, I'll help you out doing anything you got to do. This is not my decision. This is, corporate decisions of everybody we got to do to make our business better. I said, I totally understand. But it threw me off guard because you took the phone call, and it really made me mad. And that was part of it. But we become good friends after that. I mean,
yeah.
And we never got to the point of Monday Night Thunder. If Teresa didn't call, oh God, we had a hell of a time.
Oh, that hanging out at the farm.
If you know, in the deer head shop talking racing. If you
he
see,
wants to divert away from this sad conversation.
It's sad.
No, it was sad.
No, it was actually, and then he got me to ride with AJ Foyt, and I got in cup racing.
How did that happen?
Oh, he helped you?
Well, he helped me. Yeah, it's one of them things. It's like you can MF me, you can do anything you want to do, but he said I can help you or hurt you in this series, Ron. In NASCAR. I mean, he's a big influence in racing, and he's definitely helped me along, and always took me. He treated me like a kid, and he said he got me into AJ stuff.
Well, without knowing any better, I would say that is it true the situation was that Napa wanted to go cup racing? He was starting the new cup team.
Exactly.
Did he put Michael in, and that was the situation, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Did he continue the Busch team or no? Was that it?
No, that was it.
That was it.
Yeah, so they took that sponsorship and got enough money where he can go to it. And then I see what they wanted to do is, and I didn't help myself when the Pennzoil car came out, the one car. I don't know if Steve got hurt or something. I had to drive. I got to drive it at Darlington, and we were decent in practice. And I drove it off in there, qualified, and I got flat-footed. I mean, I never drove anything flat-footed at Darlington. And Cups, truck or nothing ran down there. I ran two.
Yeah, Darlington is the
two nationwide
hardest place
races
to go to for the first time.
I got down 1 and 2, got down the back straight. I got in there, and just that little hump down there, and I lifted, and she backed it in the fence. And old Dale came in, he said, that would have been a track record. You'd had 5 seconds over everybody if you would have stuck.
Yeah.
You got through 1 and 2 really good. So you don't realize how fast you get through that corner. So that might have been, the game breaker because we needed to make the race. Pennzoil and everybody needed to make that race.
Yeah. Well, that you ended up getting in Foyt's car and ran in the Cup Series.
That's all you can say. I ran in the Cup Series.
Well, I mean, you got in the Cup Series and you ran that season with Foyt. Not one of the most competitive race cars, but in 2003 and 2004, you got a nice break to get in the Xfinity car with RCR. So,
yep.
And you had you were third in points 1 year with that car, third and fourth in points in those 2 seasons, and you compliment Harvick quite often for resurrecting your career. But would you say that this opportunity with RCR is kind of what catapulted that truck success later on? First off, I feel like that was what that was a turning point for you coming out of the 14 car on the Cup Series. How did that conversation start with Richard? How did you get that opportunity?
Well, I think in between there, I believe, I didn't have a job.
Right, you got let go from the 14 car late in the year.
And I didn't get let go. It was kind of mutual.
We
had a 2-year deal, and he was going to say, whatever. You don't want to get into the politics of that.
Yeah.
But I mean, he ended up paying me out of my contract, and I went on, and there was nothing available. So I went over to like everybody else does and said, Mr. Hendricks, how are you doing today? And he goes, well, what do you need, Ron? And what do you want to race? I said, well, I'd like to go back to trucks and all that stuff. And he says, go down and get Ricky's truck out of the showroom up there and just tell him we're going to run Daytona. Well, we did. Well, meantime, Ricky got hurt after that, and I got to drive Ricky's Cup or Busch car, Xfinity car for 4 or 5 races, and should have won a couple, but Lance McGrew pitted us late trying to get the pit crew ready for the Cup race and all that stuff, just get them practice. Long story short, didn't have a job. Richard seen how good I ran on Ricky's stuff, and I got that deal up there.
Really?
So it was really Rick Hendrick that helped.
Yeah.
I'll be damned. I did not know that.